They say that YouTube is filled with niches, really specific interests. So for all the pregnant women who are really into NASCAR and rain, what advice do you have? Okay. Oh, look at that car. We're all a little frazzled from a week of moving. New houses, and we decided that we would go to this Xfinity / IMSA race when the wind is blowing and you got torrential rains, hurricane, who knows what coming through. We're going to the race. Oh well, here we are. They've red flagged the Xfinity race because it is a torrential downpour, of which you can see that we have attempted to weather the storm, and we will for a while longer. There is an IMSA race that is after this. So we were planning on staying for the IMSA race as well, but well, now this is delayed. We're gonna see how long this lasts. I just walked by with his NASCAR Winston Cup Series poncho. No thicker than this. And that thing's gotta be, what, 20 years old? Hey, did you find the elevator?
Yeah. It was a field.
Yeah, tell Dad about the race. It is super rainy.
We're gonna see how this sounds, because I have a feeling this sound is gonna be pretty bad.
Probably better than when you were talking when the race was going on.
I guess. What was your favorite part about it? Well, let me just say this first. Look how dark the infield is. Even now. Well, I should say even at, when did this race end? 6 o'clock? 7 o'clock?
6:30.
Even at 7 o'clock, it was incredibly dark. And these cars don't have headlights, right? So, AJ Allmendinger, the winner. I texted you before, and I said, my money's on Allmendinger. Did you know that this race last year, Chase Briscoe was the pole sitter, and AJ Allmendinger won?
Really?
And those were the two battling it out at the end.
Yeah, they were I would say they were neck and neck the majority of the time.
Probably one of the more interesting endings to a recent NASCAR race, at least.
How many laps was it when Chase Briscoe spun out? It's interesting because you could tell there's a noticeable difference in the driving as soon as it got darker.
Really?
Yeah, like in the infield. I mean, there weren't as many wrecks, but you could just tell.
What was different about
I felt like they were coming through a lot slower, coming down around.
So
a lot slower than
when we were about somewhere between, say, 10 and 12 laps into the stage 3, it was Briscoe and Allmendinger going for the lead here, and I noticed that Briscoe was in second, and he took the lead on that lap, whenever it was, somewhere around 10 or 12. But he pushed Allmendinger off his line, and Allmendinger was real wide coming out of here.
Yeah.
Coming out of the infield. And then Briscoe took the lead not long thereafter. But then, of course, he spun out here into turn 1 at the end of the race. That's there. Allmendinger was pretty good in the Champ Car Series in the early 2000s. That's where Sebastian...
That old?
Yeah, he's old. Yeah. I think he was kind of like a hot young star for a while, and then I think he had some personal issues. Getting away for a few years, kind of set his career back. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know that much about him. Well, you notice there were big cheers when he took the
Well,
lead.
it was interesting because I felt like the crowd for as many people that are here was half and half.
Really?
Because as many as, well, besides all the Noah Gregson group, but...
I felt like they were more for Allmendinger. It was more
really?
exciting when Allmendinger
Oh, I feel
took the
like
lead.
if you watch, because I like looked, I felt like half were like, yeah, and half were not. I mean, I was just surprised that it happened because I'd been waiting for it to happen.
I think Allmendinger's kind of a fan favorite.
Oh, really?
He's kind of a feel-good story, I think, a little bit. Because I think he did have some personal issues early on, but
Yeah.
yeah, I felt like it was absolute chaos with all the standing water, and the rain really picked up at the end.
Well, I thought that they said that they were going to stop it no matter what. If there was standing water on the track, it would be stopped, but they didn't stop it, especially the last
You
stage.
know-
They just kept it going.
Well, you notice, like, there was a few times where I thought, oh, surely NASCAR will throw a caution. This
Yeah.
guy spun out in the middle of the track. No caution.
Which I was glad because I felt like stage 2, that happened every single time. We were in constant cautions. Then stage 3, we came in and they just kept it going.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, there were hardly any
Because,
cautions.
yeah, the majority of the cars just could turn around and keep going. Very few of them were destroyed.
Yeah, so I thought it was pretty good. Allmendinger the Dinger is I think he's kind of a fan favorite, but he is a road racer to the max. I mean, he is really good.
Yeah. Typically, they don't allow any cars to run in these conditions, correct?
Well, not on oval. Oval's a whole lot different.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I mean, this race would have been stopped on an oval.
I didn't realize that was the case.
Yeah, oval thing, definitely this race would have been
Oh,
stopped.
interesting.
Yeah, it would have been postponed.
So they only pull out the water.
But I mean, the speed, like, oval racing is a momentum race, right? Like, you keep a lot of, I mean, oval racing is totally different because average lap speed around an oval is significantly higher than it is around
Interesting.
right? So,
I
there's
guess I
that
didn't
plus.
realize
I mean, if you spin out, let's just say you're in the middle of the field and you spin out at turn 1. The amount of time you have to leave the track before that field comes back around is significantly greater.
That's true. I was surprised when a couple of the ones that happened right on turn 1 that they could get out by themselves.
Yeah,
As quick as they
Noah
did.
Gregson, he had a couple of hard hits.
Yeah, he did.
He kind of struggled a little bit.
Yeah, his poor fan section over there was pretty upset.
And then did you see that part? Did you see when Riley Herbst ran over the curbs in the chicane in the back?
There, no, I thought it was over there, but I guess.
And then
it
his
might have been
tailgate fell off. Oh, I mean,
Yes.
his back
And then
sheet
was
metal.
he the one that slammed in right here?
No, you mean here in front, right in front of us?
Yeah.
The number 7? No, it's Justin Allgaier.
That really?
Yeah. Did you like the race? Was it fun? What was your favorite part?
They went
What?
fast.
Yeah.
Were you cheering loud for them and clapping? Yeah.
So when we got here, it was like torrential downpour. Well, I guess it picked up there in the middle of the race.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that we were ever going to get back to a race. Turned out pretty good, but one thing I noticed, especially in the heavier rain conditions, I don't know that their driving line really changed much, but if you think, even in good conditions, those cars, the next Xfinity car probably has, what, 600 or 700 horses to the back wheels? So if you're Joe Schmo and you stand on the gas from the start, you're just gonna spin. You're just gonna do a donut and spin.
Yeah.
Right? So think about that in the rain. Now you're not from a standing start, but I noticed that not necessarily that their driving line changed, but it seemed that they were really late to the gas. When they'd come out of the turn, they'd be much later to the gas. I mean, in dry conditions, right? You wait till the car is planted in a straight direction before you really get on the gas. Otherwise, you can create a spin or whatever.
Right.
But here it seemed much later to the gas, or at least they feathered into it.